I wonder if then there's maybe even some tactics or some common things that we can look out for that psychopaths employ or that they look to use as a certain tactic to get under our skin in certain ways.
Yes, there are certain patterns, and they're described very well by Robert Hare and Paul Babiak in Snakes in Suits, and they describe the sequence of messages or the key messages that psychopaths might give to influence other people. First, and it's part of this charm offensive, they've got ways of conveying to someone else, I like you. I like you just as you are. So buttering people up in a certain way. Then another message that they follow up with is, I'm like you. You know, look, we're kind of the same. I can't help but think in Trump's example that when he talks about, I'm not a politician, let's drain the swamp, he's kind of like saying to a whole lot of voters, hey, I'm not really a politician, I'm like you. I'm going to fix up this problem that there's been with our leadership. So I like you and I'm like you. Then it's, your secrets are safe with me. And that might be partly that the person does divulge a hard luck story about their earlier life, or they confide in the person in a certain way, but they're not looking to do that to build a relationship for the sake of feeling closely connected with someone so much. They're more doing it to help the other person feel more at ease of sharing secrets with them and showing more of their own personal motivations and reactions that makes them easier to manipulate by the psychopath. Actually, in Trump's example, I wonder if an example of that is when he said, proud boys, stand back and stand by. And then later on he said, I don't know who the Proud Boys are. Now, apparently a group that can use very aggressive kind of tactics in certain kind of ways. And at one level, Trump is disowning knowledge about them, but another, he's signalling an interest in them, an engagement with them kind of thing. And I think that's a way that by saying he doesn't know about them, it's a way of kind of communicating with them and keeping it like a secret and adding to the sense of trust or the feeling of allegiance that they might have toward him. And then the final message is, I'm the best partner, I'm the best boss, or I'm the best leader for you. And that's where the person might have a grandiose picture that they look to sell in a certain way. So they can gain people's trust by finding the things that push their buttons or pull their strings. And I would suggest even at a national political level, maybe can suss out some ways of conveying messages that act to motivate different groups to support them in certain ways. But yeah, the I like you, I'm like you. Imagine someone deceiving someone else in a relationship, looking to become close to them, perhaps to deceive them or take their money or be a parasite and live off them in certain ways. Then your secrets are safe with me, I'm the best partner for you. So afterwards, naturally, a person might feel completely foolish or duped or thought, how could I have been taken in by that person? The story was just so good to be true. But we've got to factor in just how charming psychopaths can be. We can't underestimate a psychopath's charm.